the second half, we saw what we can do when we do play better football. I don't know if we had played our best game, if we could have beaten Louisiana Lafayette or not, but we didn't give ourselves a chance first 10 minutes of the ball game. We'd like to have found out. The second half was encouraging, and our players handled it right. So, we're not going to beat anybody playing the way we played the first quarter, but we have an opportunity to be pretty good if we can all get on the same page and do things right. And they put in a good week, and I don't think I've ever went from one extreme to the other like that, from a game where we had that many turnovers to a game where we didn't have any. And I was very proud of that.
What was most impressive about the way you played Saturday against Bird?
Just all three phases playing well. We moved the ball, we kept our defense off the field. The defense went out there and had threes and outs and created turnovers in field position. Very sound game for our kicking team, except for I think they had one return where they got decent field position. Just an all-around solid game, kind of game that we really needed in our program. We needed to put all three phases together for 4 quarters. That's kind of what we did.
You and players talked after the Lafayette game about learning a lot from that game, looking at film and learning things.
Yeah.
What do you learn from a game like what you played on Saturday?
Well, it gives you a little confidence that you can do some things right. The thing that I told them, though, and the thing we got to guard against, and I think we will, you really approach watching film after a win the same way you do after a loss. And I talked to them about there's been a lot of teams in college football that play well early, and you see them play early and just, man, they're going to have a great year, and then you see them late, and they're getting beat by teams that said 2 months ago, there's no way it should be losing to that team. And what happens is they quit improving, they quit working and improving, they get to a point where they think, well, we've made it or we've arrived. And the good teams at the end of the year are the teams that improve all season. And we got to keep working and keep improving. As well as we play Friday night, that won't beat Mike Nissel's game if we don't improve between now and then, if we don't improve every week. Now, if we can keep improving as much as we did last week, every week, we got a chance to beat a pretty good football team by the end of the year. And that's what we got to guard against, is make sure that we understand why we played well Saturday night. We put in a really good week last week, and that was one of the reasons. We got to keep doing it every week.
It seems that you're able to mix in your tight ends pretty well on Saturday. Is that something you look for more out of the offense?
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to getting Peyton McVay back healthy. We've done this without what we thought would be our #1 tight end from last year, but Jacob Hanna and Corey Soto have both done a very good job. I think we threw it to 9 different players Saturday night, which is excellent. It's hard being a defensive coach when you're trying to get a scouting report ready, and you want to try to take something away where we spread around so much you can't really say that this guy is our only go-to guy, or if we can stop this guy, they won't be able to throw and catch the football. And that's a compliment to Coach Keck. And what he does, he spreads the field and he throws it where he needs to throw the football in. And it's also a compliment to Ryan. He put the ball where he needed to put it. He didn't throw in the coverage this week. He made very good decisions with the football.
What all went into the decision to move Gillum back to center in such a short time? I know he had some bad snaps last week, and
sometimes things happen and it overcomes coaching. We started the week with Ian at center and Kyle at guard, and Ian kind of tweaked his knee, not to the point where he was out, but he just couldn't go 100%. So Kyle went back to center, and Wimper went in and played guard in practice, and it looked pretty good. We didn't know if Ian could hold up and hold him at center, so we decided to start Kyle at center and Wimper at guard, and then Ian played a little bit of both. Well, we ended up, like you said, when the first quarter went so well and the snaps were so good, there's no reason to risk changing center, so Ian played guard, and it's worked out, and we'll probably stay with that now. So sometimes things work out.
What do you do personally to help the team not look at this week as a vacation? You said you had you keep stressing how good of a week of practice y'all had.